I'm Avia Yana, and welcome to your Rise and Shine yoga practice. Today's yoga practice is yoga for tight hamstrings. We'll also be focusing on the hips as a way to create more mobility in the legs and the body, to make that connection between the upper and lower body. And really, especially if you do a lot of sitting, this is a great series for you. So we will start today in child's pose with the knees apart, the toes together. Now for you to walk your hands down. And as we place the forehead on the ground, begin to set an intention to really focus in the breath to begin with. Taking a nice deep inhalation, pressing the palms into the ground. With exhalation, with every exhalation, allow you to focus on what can you let go of. You might even begin to focus on a peaceful 4-count inhalation, filling up the breath with oxygenation, and with a deep 4-count exhalation, releasing anything that's not serving you at this moment at any time. One more full deep breath like that. Press into the hands, extend the fingertips forward. Beautiful. Release, let go, let yourself become more present with this breath. Half of the battle has been won, just showing up. So give yourself a little pat on the back here, even. Reach over and crisscross your right hand over your left hand. The right hand touches the left shoulder, the left hand touches the right shoulder. Nice deep inhalation, breathe into the armpits here. And then on the exhale, release the fingertips back down to the ground. Press up into a tabletop position here. Inhale, the head up towards the sky, belly button down, and press into the hands. Exhale, looking back towards the belly button. Belly button draws up towards the ceiling, breathing into the back of the heart. And then on your next inhalation, tuck the toes under, exhale, and allow the heels to come back down towards the ground. Hips up high in the sky to downward dog. Bending the right knee, left knee, alternatively. Beautiful, just crisscrossing the knees back and forth, bending the knees back and forth. You might even come up onto the top of your feet here. Releasing the toes, getting some little stop crackles and pops at the top of the toes. As you release the hamstrings down towards the floor, nice and strong, pressing into your thumbs and your forefinger here. Breathe, belly button back towards the spine. And on your next exhalation, inhale that right leg up into the air. Beautiful. Lifting that right toe up, pressing into the imaginary wall behind you. And then on the exhale, bending the right leg. And take some hip circles here, opening up the hip, circling in one direction. Beautiful. And then circle in the other direction. Evening out the shoulders here. Stretching that right leg back into the air. Beautiful. And drop that right heel back down to the ground. Inhale and exhale here. So we're going to be working into the hamstrings, also the psoas. Really working into different parts of the hamstrings, the quad, the front of the quads. And then on the exhale, drop your knees down to the ground. And exhale back to child's pose. Beautiful. Inhale, coming back up. This time coming into plank, extending nice and tall through the back chain of the body. The knees are up off of the ground, pressing into the hands. Draw the right knee towards the right elbow. Take a nice deep breath here. Exhale it back. Beautiful. Inhale that right knee across the body, right knee to left elbow. Perhaps tapping the knee to elbow and exhaling back. And one more time, this time bringing the right knee into the center line of the body. Inhale, nice and strong through the arms, breathe into the back of the heart, and then exhale that right knee back. Beautiful. And then draw the hips back up in the air to downward dog. Beautiful, connecting with the breath here. Fantastic. Beautiful. One more time, draw that right leg up into the air. And this time we're going to draw the right knee all the way over to the left side of the body. If it's available for you, draw the left arm up into the air here. Or if you need to, you can draw the left knee onto the ground and extend that right leg sideways. We're getting a nice piriformis stretch here as well. But if the leg is up in the air, one more breath here. And on the exhale, draw the left hand back down. Right knee comes back up into the air. Beautiful. Fantastic. Back down to downward dog. We're going to switch that over to the left side. So then inhale that left leg up into the air. Evening out both hips, evening out both shoulders. Then bending that left knee up into the air. We're going to take some circles with the left hip. Take your time, really using the breath here to extend the leg and extend the breath, and then switching directions. Noticing how even this leg has its mobility in the lower back here. Noticing if you can notice the muscles in the lower back that help with the rotation of the leg. And then on the exhale, extending that left leg back. Then coming forward to plank here. Inhale, drawing the left leg down, extending nice and tall through the back of the heart. And from this plank here, drawing the left knee to left elbow. Nice inhalation and exhalation here. Draw the left leg back. One more breath. Inhale, exhale, and then drawing the left knee to right elbow. Inhale and exhale here. And exhale that left leg back. Beautiful. Strong through the back of the spine. And one more. Exhaling the knee to the center line of the body. And then exhaling it back. Exhale the legs, the hips up into the air. Breathe behind the heart here. Strong through the thumbs, strong in the hands. Bring your awareness into the body. You might even close your eyes here. Regathering the strength. Noticing where the strong sensation is in the body. And sending breath to that point. Beautiful. On the exhale, dropping the knees down. Coming back to child's pose here. Toes together, knees apart. Dropping the forehead to the floor. Just release anything that's coming up for you. Coming back to that calming 4-count inhalation, 4-count exhalation. Notice what comes up for you as you use the strength of the body to also strengthen the mind. Beautiful. Fantastic. Now I would love for you to come up into your tabletop position here. Inhale the tailbone up. Exhale. Spine up into the air. Inhale the head up to the air. Tailbone up. Exhale. And coming back down to downward dog here. We'll finish off the left side here. Inhaling that left leg up into the air. And on the exhalation, drawing the left knee forward, shifting the weight forward into the arms, drawing the left knee towards the right elbow. Left side of the foot comes onto the ground. Inhale, lifting the right arm up into the air. Pressing into that knife edge of the left foot. The right foot is all the way back on the ground. You can look up towards that right hand if it's available to you, or if it's better for your neck, looking down to the left side. Pressing, lifting the hips up nice and tall. One more full breath here. And exhalation. Drawing the right hand down. Left knee back to the center line of the body. Left leg up into the air. Beautiful. And the drawing the left leg back down. Fantastic. And then come forward into plank. We're going to take 3 breaths here. Inhale. Building the pose, muscle to bone. Shifting onto the top of the toes, pressing into the big toes, meaning the top of the big toes, pressing into the heels. Noticing the calves, noticing the hamstrings, muscle to bone, belly button back towards spine. Breathe into the back of the heart, top of the head, lifting towards the top of the mat. Rotating the shoulders up and down and back, and let's scan back down through the body. The head, the shoulders are away from the ear, belly button to spine. If you're shaking here, you're doing so great, you're so strong. Hamstrings, calves, heels, beautiful. And then draw those hips back up into the air into downward dog. Take 3 breaths here in downward dog. Nice full deep exhalation. Release. If you need to take a child's pose here, you can do that for 3 breaths. Nice full 4-count inhalation. 4-count exhalation. Really focused with the breath, focused with the mind. With each exhalation, if you're in downward dog, noticing how you can release by pulling the muscle back up towards the bone, lifting the kneecaps here as the hamstrings release down towards the ground. They might not touch the ground, that's absolutely fine, but just releasing and noticing the strength of the body as the knees even slightly pigeon-toe in towards each other, feeling that inward rotation of the thighs here. Beautiful. One more inhalation on the exhale, drawing that right leg up into the air, drawing the right knee towards the center line of the body, and bringing the right knee forward to pigeon pose. Releasing the top of the left foot down. Inhale, rotate the shoulders up and down and back. Strong belly in the breath. Pressing into the fingertips here. You can look over your left shoulder, looking back at the left foot, and noticing is the toe or the toes leaning in towards the center of your mat. Can you straighten out that left foot? Beautiful. Pointing the toe here, evening out the hips, drawing the right hip back. Beautiful. You might just bring the hands in front of the heart here, nice and tall, keeping that left hip pressing down into the ground. Fabulous. Excuse me here. The ultimate no, I forgot to turn my finger off, sorry about that. Inhale, rotating the shoulders up and down and back. And on the exhale, releasing the front body forward, Head comes down onto the ground. The hands extend forward. Releasing the breath here. Releasing all the way. And letting yourself breathe into the fullness of the breath. Extending the fingertips forward here. One more breath here. Inhalation and exhalation, and then walking the hands back up. Beautiful. And on the exhale, drawing the left leg around, placing the right heel on top of the left thigh, nice and tall through the body, and on the exhale, pressing the outer side of the left thigh down to release that left psoas, release that left hip flexor. Both hands releasing the left hip out and down towards the ground. Beautiful. One more deep breath here. Exhale, releasing that. Fantastic. And then we will extend that left leg forward. Inhale the right heel into the left thigh. And on your inhalation, lifting the arms up. Exhale, bending forward. Elbows come down to frame the left foot. Or the left. Hands framing the left foot. Inhale deep into the breath, releasing the lower back here. So here we're working to even out the hips, relax the nervous system. So as we're releasing with the breath, we're letting the body feel the safety of this release. Cueing to the nervous system that's everything okay, everything is okay. As we fully let go. On the exhale release, walking the hands back up. And then we can switch the opposite foot, feet back. And then coming back to your downward dog here. Fantastic. This time, drawing the left leg up into the air. And then we'll draw the left knee in towards the midline of the body, coming forward to pigeon with the right leg back, or the opposite leg of what you were last time. Right leg comes back, inhale, rotate the shoulders up and down and back, walking the hands back towards the hips, getting this nice extension through the front of the chest while the shoulders draw back down. Shoulder blades kissing one another on the back side of the body. Pressing the top of the foot into the ground on the right side. And then on your exhalation, looking over the right shoulder. Back at the right foot. And just making sure that that right foot isn't going in. The right foot is completely straight, flat, top of the foot active, pressing into the floor. Breathe into that right hip crease, right front of the hip flexor. As it extends behind you, and then on the exhalation, bending the elbows, drawing the elbows down towards the floor, maybe making a pillow for your hand, or allowing the forehead and the arms to extend all the way out in front of you. Connecting back with the breath here. Allowing yourself to release and just be in this present moment, be in this healing space and time you've created for yourself. Beautiful. Feeling the release of the breath. The belly releasing towards the floor in gravity. Fantastic. One more breath here. And on the exhale, walking the hands back up. Drawing the right knee up and around. Right foot comes on top of the left thigh. Squaring off both knees. And then using the right hand and left hand to press onto the top of the left thigh. You might even walk the left heel forward so that it's a little bit, if you'd like more of a stretch here in the hips, walking that right foot forward so the right foot is underneath. Left foot is underneath the right knee. And the inner thigh, same time on the left thigh. Give the body this beautiful gift of release here. Using the breath here. Beautiful. Exhale and release. Beautiful. On your next inhalation, releasing the hands and scooting the hips back as you extend the right foot forward. The left foot comes into the center of the right thigh. Inhale, lifting the arms up. And slowly on the exhale, reaching the arms forward. You might grab a hold of the right heel, or you might just release the hands down to the ground. Releasing through the lower back. With every exhalation, belly button draws back towards the spine. Full, complete inhalation. Expansive and extensive exhalation. Breathing into any tight areas that you feel in the body, allowing the breath to bring the signal of release to the nervous system, especially in these forward folds. One more deep inhalation. Exhale, releasing forward. And then walking the hands back up. Drawing both heels of the feet together, bottom of the feet together, drawing the hips in towards the heels. You can butterfly the knees up and down in Baddha Konasana or bound ankle pose, grabbing a hold of the ankles. As you flap the wings of the knees up and down, just noticing how this creates a release in the hip flexors, inside of the hips, even in the lower back here. Beautiful. One more deep inhalation as you shake the knees up and down, releasing the breath out the mouth as you exhale. And then we're coming to our final relaxation pose. Heels reach out towards the corner of the mat. Coming into Shavasana, allowing the lower back to release onto the floor, the whole spine, palms up towards the ceiling. Nice deep inhalation, exhaling at the mouth. Allowing yourself to just sink into the floor here. Noticing how quickly can you release into this pose. If you'd like to stay here, taking as much time as you like in this pose. Seeing how quickly you can a sense of release, a sense of calm, noticing what areas of the body feel relaxed. Relaxing the eyes, the jaw, back of the head, neck, relaxing the shoulders, fingertips, lower back, hips. Release the inner thighs, the knees falling out, sides of the toes, reaching down towards the corner of the mat. Noticing as you take in this time to release any restriction in the body, in the mind, in the hips, and the hamstring. How quickly the body and the nervous system follows into this calm. One more inhalation. If you are enjoying this relaxation, you'd like to stay here, feel free, but if not, closing out classically, placing the hands in front of the forehead, palms pressed into the third eye, center of the brow. And now taking a nice deep inhalation. Giving thanks for the benefit of this practice, for this teaching and healing lineage, for your own ancestors that have brought you to this point in your healing journey. Namaste and Ashe.